lot of us are breathing from our chest and do not have any idea how it's going to affect our immune system, our nervous system, our hormones. But yes, chest breathing alone can be the reason why you're anxious, whereas belly breathing is the most essential way to bring back your awareness into your body and come to a state of calm and balance. In this episode of Heal Thyself, I talk over the physiology, the importance of belly breathing, but I give you the most practical exercises you can do at home for 5 to 10 minutes that completely changes your nervous system to have a better relationship so you're belly breathing every single day. All right, and welcome to the Heal Thyself Podcast. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the show. As always, rating, reviewing, subscribing, sharing it with your loved ones. What a gift to have you here. I truly am grateful. In this episode, we're going to talk about something really, really, really potent and incredible. And it is the way we reconnect our body, mind, and spirit, and do not go any further than talking about breathing. Oh yeah, breathing. We know how to breathe. Do we know how to breathe? Do you know how? Are you breathing the way that nature intended? Or are you breathing in a way that you've compensated for such a long time? Because if you're doing all these meditations and all these healthy supplements and all these healthy diets, but my God, your nervous system isn't even breathing, it's not even responding to correct breath, that is a major, major problem. Put it this way. When I teach my somatic students in their training and their certification, they learn on day one the importance of proper breathing. You have to. Can't release emotions if you're not even breathing right. So breathing is transformative, especially when you do the breathing that is essential. And that is the deep diaphragmatic breathing. And you go, okay, well, I'm breathing. I do that every day. What's the big deal, right? But the truth is how you breathe, it actually matters. And a lot of us are stuck in these holding patterns in our fascia that are holding us back from actually expanding our belly. We're bringing up our shoulders, our chest is really tight, and we're not breathing. And you can't imagine how many times I've had patients, clients in my office, and I'm studying and looking at their body, looking at the way they're moving, standing posture, how their feet are on the floor. And then I tell them to take a deep breath, and they all lift up their shoulders, suck in their belly, and breathe into their chest. If you just did that right now, when I said deep breath, then know that this podcast is going to be really important. And right, we're talking about breathing, but breathing plays a major role in your nervous system and guess what? Your mental health. So the way we breathe actually can change our physiology. It definitely impacts our nervous system. Did you know that it can even affect your hormones and even how the fascia, right, the connective tissue of our full system, how it functions? So by the end of this episode, you're going to understand why belly breathing is the game changer for your health and how it differs from shallow chest breathing and how to make belly breathing a sustainable habit. Because you might be all about it for a week and then forget about it. No. How are we going to make belly breathing a sustainable habit? Now, let's go into the physiology of breathing very quickly. Breathing is how we bring in oxygen to our bodies and remove carbon dioxide. And there are two main ways to breathe. Through the chest and through the belly. Now, chest breathing is something most of us who are listening right now are doing, and it's the way that most of us are breathing throughout our days. When you breathe from your chest, your upper ribs lift, your shoulders might rise. The air doesn't fully reach all parts of your lungs, especially the lower part. And this type of breathing is really associated with that stress, that fight, that flight, that survival, quick, shallow. You often have tension in the accessory muscles right here of your neck. How many people are really tight in their neck? You can even see it when they're talking to you and their shoulders are up, right? Think about it. If we're all on a group hike together and we see a bear, all of us are going to go, right? We're going to take a deep gasp. And what's going to happen? Our collarbone's going to be up. Our shoulders are going to be up. Our neck is going to be tight. Our belly's going to be sucked in. And we're going to take a deep, sympathetic, survival breath to our chest. Now, belly breathing is different, right? This actually involves the diaphragm. The diaphragm, you know, that dome-shaped muscle located right beneath your lungs? Well, when we breathe deeply, your diaphragm contracts. It moves downward. It creates actual space for your lungs, especially the lower lungs, to fully expand. And then you notice your belly rising as your diaphragm pulls air deeper into the lungs. And this is the physiological process which nature intended. Go look at a kid. They're breathing like that, especially when they're laying down watching TV or when they're sleeping. You're going to notice that. But the distinction matters. Chest breathing activates that survival sympathetic system, your body stress response, and it keeps you on high alert. Hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, they're going to spike. And over time, guess what? That's going to lead to chronic stress, fatigue, and inflammation. Yes, poor breathing, chest breathing is going to lead to stress. I'll say it again, fatigue. I'll say it again, inflammation. Whereas belly breathing, that's going to activate the rest, the digest, the energy storing part of our body, the parasympathetic nervous system. And this is going to actually calm your body. It's going to lower the inflammation, create relaxation. Cortisol levels are going to go down. The fascia is really important when it comes to breathing. You know, I'm always talking about the importance of quality when it comes to supplements. And let me tell you something that has been a major approach to my health. That is omega-3s. Puori, when I looked at their omega-3s, I was blown away by them. Not only by the omega-3s, but just the company overall. They test. They're transparent. When it comes to the omega-3s, every single batch is tested against more than 200 contaminants. That's really important because not all omega-3s are created equal. I promise you this. You can't just buy omega-3s by making sure that it is clean, unadulterated. Heavy metals, pesticides, all the nasties in the ocean. You get a QR code and you get to see on the bottle the exact results in your batch. And they source smaller fish, not larger fish. Less exposure to contaminants. Their 5-star score with IFOS, that is governing body for purity and freshness. You ain't getting any fish burps, no rancid oils, and it's a therapeutic dose. My God, how many fish oils don't even have a therapeutic dose? You're drinking mostly sunflower oil versus fish oil. This one has 2,000 milligrams of pure, potent omega-3s. It's in their natural form, the triglyceride form. It's supportive to your heart, your brain, your eyes. And I'm really active, and I noticed that it's really potent when it comes to inflammation. I'm not getting as inflamed as I do after workouts. It's one of my go-tos for athletics and keeping the inflammation low so I'm not breaking down my muscle. Now, if you're ready to experience the best omega-3s out there, the best fish oils, go to puori.com/DRG and use the code DRG. That is PUORI.com/DRG for 20% off their O3 Ultra Pure Fish Oil and all the products they have. You know, I'm always someone who's exploring healthy ways to optimize my overall health, and I really get excited when I talk about things that make a difference in my routine. Nuzest Good Green Vitality is one of those. It's a staple in my routine. It's been a staple for more than a year, and it's been a game changer. I'm actually getting all of the nutrients that I need in the morning. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. It's supporting my system, every single organ, greens, fruits, vegetables. It's even got a probiotic blend for my gut. And I'm only taking a simple scoop, put in a little bit of water. You can put it in your smoothie. You can do however you want. Tastes good. And I know that it's supportive for me overall, especially for that day. I have good energy, good focus. Even when I feel the winter coming on and I can be getting sick, I know that I can rely on something that is going to keep my immune system really robust. Instead of having a cupboard full of supplements that I'm taking 30 or 15 or even 20 of them, I could just take this scoop. I feel good. It's efficient. It's clean. It's on the go. And what I love most about Good Green Vitality is how comprehensive it is. It's really, really potent. You have therapeutic doses of these vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. Not like a lot of the green powders out there that have really low doses that don't really do anything. You're just drinking green mush. And we want to stay robust. I mean, over 90% of us have multiple vitamins, minerals, antioxidants that are essential for our human health at really low levels. So we want to make sure we're maintaining these agents in our system at a high level that is helping us thrive, not survive, thrive. So Nuzest, my favorite Good Green Vitality, the best one out there, is offering an exclusive discount for you, the Heal Thyself listener. You get 20% off of all of their products by visiting nuzest-usa.com/DRG. That is NUZEST-USA.com/DRG and use the code DRG at checkout. If you love the podcast and you want to be down with the Dr. G Heal Thyself community, we give incredible tips every single week on getting a healthier physical, mental, and emotional body. The newest updates of my favorite products, the newest updates of my favorite practices. Stay in the loop by joining the Dr. G community. All you got to do is go to any one of my posts on Instagram and comment the word news. You'll get a DM to join. Now, the fascia is the connective tissue that holds the whole body together. Every single part of your body, from toe to head, is connected by fascia, and it actually acts as a giant unit. So anything that's happening in your hand, your feet are knowing that it's going on. The cells of your fascia know that it's going on. And I want you to think about the fascia this way. You know, when someone pushes on a part of your body, maybe when you're getting a massage, and another part of your body contracts, right? That's fascia. It's one big unit. Now, the diaphragm isn't just a muscle. It's not, because it's surrounded by a fascial network. And that fascial network from your diaphragm connects to your lungs, your ribs, your spine, even your pelvic floor. That's really important, because now you know that diaphragm has this webbing that is connecting to your upper chest, down your back, and even on your pelvic floor. So when you are stressed and you're chest breathing, guess what? This whole fascia tightens and the diaphragm becomes more restricted, making it harder to take deep breaths. And over time, that tension creates a holding pattern. And that holding pattern creates adhesions in the body. And the entire fascial system is going to contribute to stiffness where it's expanding to. So remember, the diaphragm, it's going to be stiffness in the chest, stiffness in the neck, stiffness in the shoulders, stiffness down the back, stiffness in your pelvic floor. Can you believe that that can just be from poor breathing? Whereas relaxed breathing, all right, we contrast it, it allows a diaphragm to move freely, right? And this is going to create that ripple effect through the whole fascia. It's going to improve the mobility in your whole body. Why? Because the fascia is not freezing you and locking you. Of course, when fascia is loose, circulation is loose. When circulation is loose, lymphatic system is loose. Now you're detoxifying better. From breathing, yes. And that's throughout the whole body. Your breath doesn't just affect your lungs. It impacts the entire body through the fascial network. The diaphragm, when it's tight, your body's going to feel tight. Not just your diaphragm, your whole body. And if the diaphragm can move freely, so can you. But you know what? Poor breathing can actually affect your hormones too. When you're chest breathing, your body is interpreting this as stress. Remember, the lion or the bear that comes out on our hike, we all gasp. And that actually is going to trigger the release of cortisol and adrenaline. And these are going to be helpful, yeah, in short bursts. We need that to run away from the bear. We need that to recover. But it's going to be harmful for long periods, especially the cortisol one. Cortisol, high levels, over time, long time, what does that equal? Weakened immune system, poor digestion, sleep disturbances, weight gain, especially around the belly. Yes, this is just from poor breathing. Deep belly breaths, however, what are they going to promote the release of? Oxytocin. Yes, the I feel calm and I want to connect breath. The I feel calm and want to connect hormone. It helps lower your cortisol. And over time, this is actually going to shift your mood, your sleep, your digestion, your overall health, just from proper breathing. How many endocrinologists have ever even checked your breathing, right? But if you have hormone issues, know that maybe, just maybe, breathing is going to play a major role. So how can you build a sustainable belly breath habit, right? This is hard because a lot of us have been breathing from our chest for many, many years. So it's literally a way to change something that has been with you for so long. And I understand that, right? But first we need awareness. Right now, this moment, check in, where are you breathing from? Don't lie. Don't cheat. Where are you breathing from? Be honest with yourself. If your belly feels tight, like there's a girdle around it, like you're sucking it in, and you're just breathing to your upper chest, okay, great awareness, and now might be the time to change it. So the first step is, as you notice this breathing, where are you going? Your chest or your belly? You can actually, if you can't tell, place one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly right now. And when you're just breathing normally, though again, don't cheat, don't lie, just let it flow. Where are you breathing into? Notice how your hand moves. Which hand is moving up, which hand's moving down. And here's a simple exercise you can do. You sit or you lie down, you do it nice and comfortable, place one hand on the belly, and you take a slow, deep inhale through your nose. You're letting your belly rise as you breathe in, and you're really letting it rise. But you're not going past 100%, because when you go past 100%, you're inevitably going to go in your chest. So you want to hit it right to the last little wind breath, 99, 100, and you're exhaling fully through your mouth, but actually feeling your belly fall. Now, again, you have your hand on your belly, you take a deep breath into the belly, you fill it up to 99, 100%, keep it there, and then out of your mouth, breath. In through the nose, Fill up the belly and then out through the mouth. You can actually repeat this 5 to 10 minutes, right? 5 to 10 minutes. Just keep it going. And it's going to train your diaphragm. It's going to actually begin to rewire your nervous system. It's actually going to prioritize relaxation. You might even feel better from doing that just 3. What about habit stacking? This is one of the best things. This is something that I always do when I want to implement something new. You can actually do that really quick practice, a 5-minute practice. We all have 5 minutes. You can do that 5-minute belly breath practice around something you already do, right? So hopefully you brush your teeth every day, and hopefully you put on underwear every day or shower or something. Put it in between there. Or maybe after your shower, before your coffee, or maybe after your coffee, before your breakfast. But start stacking it in between things that you know you're already going to do, right? And this is going to be really, really potent. You can also set reminders, set it on your phone. Just say, hey, you're amazing. Check your breath though, right? Use visual cues, sticky notes. You can put them on the desk. You can get something that represents breath and just put it all around places of high traffic where you know you're going to be walking. And just a few more practical exercises that you can do. Box breathing, so easy. It's excellent for calming the nervous system and training your diaphragm. Inhaling through the nose for 4 counts, 2, 3, 4. Holding your breath for 4 counts, 2, 3, 4. And exhaling through your mouth for 4 counts, 2, 3, 4. And then holding your breath for 4 counts. That's the box. And then you go back to square one where you're inhaling through your nose and then you're back on that cycle again. You're going to repeat that for 5 to 10 cycles. You're going to notice, one, you're going to feel a lot better, whatever you're feeling. You're going to feel more present. You're going to feel, the more you do this, repeating this, your belly, especially if you're breathing into the belly, you got to breathe into the belly, and your diaphragm is going to get really trained up on how to breathe. Also, I really like this diaphragm release. If you don't have an MFR ball, even like a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball would be a little tougher, a little more for advanced, but you can put a tennis ball. And, you want to actually push it deep in, riding the ribs, the left rib, the right rib. You can push it deep in and actually notice where you're kind of tense. And the more that you just lie into it and press it upwards into your diaphragm and actually take a deep breath through the nose and out of the mouth, you're going to notice that your diaphragm, the fascia around it starts to open up. Okay? So yeah, use myofascial release balls. Humming breath, you can actually exhale, and that can stimulate your vagus nerve, which is going to enhance relaxation. So inhaling deeply, and then as you exhale, you can just hum softly. You might notice that you feel really good from doing that. Do all of these and notice which one really hits for you. And you're going to notice that the more your vagus nerve is relaxed through the humming, the more your fascia is going to be relaxed, the more your diaphragm is going to be able to move smoothly. So breathing is the foundation of life. It's the way we breathe. And the way we breathe shapes our physiology, our emotions, our hormones, how we move about the world. Chest breathing keeps us in a state of stress. Belly breathing anchors us into calm, health, and overall just vitality. I want you to start small. Bring that awareness in there and start doing some practices. You're going to be able to change your nervous system relationship to your diaphragm. Just a few minutes a day of those belly breathing will make a noticeable difference. I did it myself. I did it for 10 minutes every single day for about 2 months. It changed the way I breathe. I now have very, very potent awareness when I'm sucking in my belly. So your body is designed, remember, to thrive, especially when you breathe deeply and fully. You're going to notice a lot of your physical health issues may start getting better just by breathing. Yes. So thank you for joining me today on Heal Thyself. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend. Leave a review, subscribe, and remember, every single breath that you take is an opportunity to heal. Until next time, take a deep breath and be well.